Welcome back to Blues Garden and my end of September garden cleanup and tour. As you know, I've been away for quite a bit, working actually. For those of you that don't know, I work in the special events industry, and we take raw spaces and we make them into a party. I have been flat out since Labor Day weekend, solid month of September, just working on a ton of shows. So just wanted to say sorry, but I'm back now. Thanks. And now let's take a look around. First off, we have my raspberries. Now this started as a 1-gallon pot, and the raspberries are now about the size of a Volkswagen Beetle car. I'm out there daily picking at least a bowl of raspberries. Sometimes a little less, but for the most part enough for our daily eats, and then enough for a little bit to go in the freezer because I will soon make some nice jams. Here's a quick look at the Muncher cucumber, and this is going to be one of the last I pick. I think there's only 2 or 3 more that I actually picked. These are the herbs, a ton of basil left. That's it for my celery, one tiny guy. Most of the others are gone. Now, if you take a quick look, here are my Brussels sprouts. I actually have 6 plants, 1 Rubin, 2 Long Island, and 3, I can't remember, others. All of the zucchini and yellow squash are gone. This is one of my daily harvests. I tend to get them daily, bring in a small basket, let those that are red ripen out. I made some salsas with some. Many of the tomatoes are gone. Some mushroom baskets are still growing. My brandywine are still going strong. There is my early carrots are gone. That's all just overgrown with weeds now. You can see some squash, winter squash growing in the background. There's a butternut hanging in there. These are some second planting of my Roma tomatoes. And a second planting of some of San Marzano. And these winter squash. I'm getting butternut squash 1 or so a week, maybe 2. These are some second planting of some carrot on one side and a few beets coming in. All of my Utah yellow onion are gone. These are Tokyo long white and redbeard bunching onions. In the front with the straw, those were peppers. These are Pompeii white and red Wethersfield onions. All of those have been harvested. These are a second planting I did of Ukrainian plum tomato. The yellow plum, sweetie, and tigerella, that's where those straw was. Those are all gone. Some basil left. That cucumber, I ended up cutting it down. The second sweetie, there's just a couple on there. I'm going to let them go as long as I can. Might as well. I'm not going to replant anything in there. The moonbeam, and there's 2 sweetie tomatoes in there, cherry tomatoes, are still growing. I pull out half dozen to maybe 10 a day of the cherry tomatoes. Now I'm going to spend a little time cleaning up. I have some flower pots that I've emptied the flowers out of the pot. Clean up time, take all the soil. I'll eventually reuse it. Make sure there are no seeds that blew in. Remove those out. And this potting soil, I'm going to make a garden bed, a raised bed, which I've been reluctant to do, but I think I'm going to be here enough so that we'll probably end up doing that. I may end up planting overwintering garlic in them. So might as well make a little raised bed. Save some of the soil. Again, making sure some weed seed or something didn't blow in. Get rid of all these. These will end up getting cleaned out. Anything that is leftover soil will, that area is roughly where I showed you the onions when I walked through, is roughly where I'm thinking of a garden raised bed. And I'm going to just take all those pots that I have there, the grow bags, probably make the raised bed so that I can plant some garlic, and then in the spring some onion in that bed. And I'm going to take some of the old mulch, old straw mulch, and toss that into the composting bin. Remove whatever weeds I find, and then the mulch out from some of my grow bags. Most of those shots are a pretty decent toss. Some of them did end up going past my compost pile, and I consider them a gift to the neighbor. She laughed when I said that to her. I believe this is the cuke that I'm actually removing at the time. I will go and cut up all of that, all the woody stuff in, and break it down to smaller pieces for the compost bin. Yeah, that feels like cucumber. All those little wooden, woody bits of, again, any weeds are out you go. I've got some rectangular pots that I use for growing lettuces and spinaches, and those actually got replanted. You know, there's the old kitchen scraps going in and into the compost bin. At some point, I actually made some lavender lemon jelly. My little one, she has been in Tokyo for a trade show, and those are some shots of Mount Fuji, and she actually brought me back a little present. So thank you all. Tucker thanks you for watching. Don't forget to share. Please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me grow, and that helps you grow.